Hey, good morning everybody. This is Sam from Sam and the Southern Gardener. So today the weather has finally started to cool off just a little bit. It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning here in central Georgia. Today I see where, if you'll see this plant beside me, the mullein plant, we're going to be harvesting some of the leaves because the mullein plant is actually one of our better sellers. Years ago people used it for swelling. They would boil it and then put it on the swollen areas to relieve the inflammation. However, today most of those who buy it from us, they use it in the form of a tea. What we do is we harvest the leaves. Here's one basket of the leaves that I've already been harvesting this morning. You can see they are some really massive, large leaves that this plant produces. We actually get these leaves and we clean them very well and dry them and then turn them into a tea. It's really good for upper respiratory problems. During COVID, many of the individuals who bought it from us wanted it because they were trying to ward off COVID and other upper respiratory problems, or those upper respiratory problems that came with COVID. So join me today. I'm Sam from Sam and the Southern Gardener, and we're going to be harvesting some mullein today. So stay with me and I'll come back and let you know what we have. Hey guys, so we are back, and as I said earlier, we wanted to basically harvest some of our mullein this morning, and it's beginning to go to seed, so we're actually going to pull it up after we get these great leaves. I've indicated to you that the mullein is used mostly these days for upper respiratory problems. So let me show you. We're going to be using our handy snippers here. These are great for cutting these leaves. Now, some of the leaves like these that look pretty bad, they're already drying out on the side. We're not going to even bother with those. You'll see another one here. It looks like it's starting to decay or whatever, so we're not going to bother with those. But these that are still here and green, we're going to cut those, and we're going to clean those and utilize these. So when you see it going to stalk like this, all this means is it is starting to seed. And this area up here at the top, I'll bend it down so you can see it, this is where the seed pods are, and they drop to the ground and they come back every other year. In the meantime, we're going to grasp these or cut these little small leaves because there's nothing wrong with these. They're just small, and we'd like to utilize these as well. As I said earlier, this has probably been, as far as the herbs go, one of our better selling products. Let me move around here. I have my little lemon tree here that I planted to replace my orange tree, but there are some good leaves over here, so I want to move over here a little bit. And oops, hope you can see me. I don't want to break my lemon tree, so let's just move over it a little bit. These are some wonderful leaves down here that we're seeing, and we'd like to just cut as many of them as possible for drying and selling. These are very great, and just stay with me, and I'm going to cut as many of these as I can. And I'll bring my basket over here so that you can see what I'm doing. We just throw them in there. We don't want to, don't want it to spill out. But as I said, there's quite a few down here that are nice and clean, and they're really just perfect for drying and turning into tea. So we wanted to get as much of them, or as many of them as we possibly could. Look at that, guys. This one is a little, look like it's having a little decay, so we're not going to use that one. But these that are still green, and if you feel them to the touch, they have somewhat of a furry kind of feel. And you'll know that it's mullein just by that furry feel. So, and these plants, these are not plants that we planted. This plant kind of chooses where it wants to grow. We've never planted mullein, but it continues to come back every year, and it kind of chooses the spot where it wants to come back. And one of the reasons that I'm clipping this is because it has started growing so close to my newly planted Myers lemon tree right beside me here, and I don't want it to suck all of the nutrients from my Myers lemon tree. So we're going to cut as many of these off and utilize them as we can, and then we're going to go ahead and probably dig this plant up because it is starting to, look at the size of that leaf, guys. That is a massive mullein leaf. It's going to be great for sale. So if you guys just bear with me a little while, we'll have all these leaves cut, and we'll start our process later today of letting them dry out. Well, we'll wash them and dry them out, and we'll go from there. Like I said, they've been a great seller. People are constantly calling, asking if we have mullein leaves or mullein. Usually it's not in the leaf form when we sell it. It's more of a dried out tea form, but it is a wonderful plant. People love it, and we're very fortunate that it chooses our property to grow on. This is absolutely wonderful. So guys, you see that I am clipping these leaves because I'm going to remove this plant here simply because it's kind of taking over the area where my Myers lemon tree is planted. So there's still a couple on this plant that are useful, and we're going to simply pull it up. Just like they're easy to come up out of the ground, like this one. We just pull it up, and see all of those decayed leaves? Those we'll throw in the compost heap more than likely. But there are still some really good leaves down here. That all of these that are close to the ground, we don't really want to use them anyway. They start to decay pretty quick, but we will pull this one up as well. See how easy that was, guys? They come right out of the ground, but by now it's already dropped its seeds, and more than likely it will, this particular one probably come back next year, or some will come back here. I'm trying to make sure that they don't come back here because my lemon tree is here, and I don't want it to really have an effect on the growth of my lemon tree. Trying to get this last one out of the ground. Here we go. Got that one up, guys. That'll go to the compost heap as well. I think I've gotten all of these up. Now there's one larger one over here. It seems like it hadn't been getting enough water. I don't know if we want to use these leaves because they're starting to curl. Some of them look okay, but not really sure whether we should use them or not. I'll have to ask my wife about this because they look like they're drying up already. I may just hold off. They're curling up, which means that they've not gotten enough water. Although some of them look okay. This one is slightly curled. It's starting to show some signs that it's not getting enough water. We'll try and use that. There's a few in here that we will try to use, and those that we can't use, like I said, we'll put them in the compost heap or just get rid of them altogether. But like I said, these plants are not plants that gardeners ever plant. They come, they decide where they want to grow, and sometimes it's not in the best location. Like in my case, it's here where I got my Myers orange tree that I planted earlier this year, and I just feel like it'll probably sap a lot of the nutrients from the orange tree. So I definitely wanted to. I'll get the larger leaves. I think we can salvage some of these larger leaves, and some of the smaller ones that have started to curl up, we won't get those. But I just wanted to show you guys this morning how we kind of come out and harvest our mullein plants. So guys, I'm Sam from Sam and the Southern Gardener, and we're going to send these through our process to dry them out, clean them and dry them out, and package them so that they can be sold at the market. Again, I'm Sam from Sam and the Southern Gardener. I'll see you guys next time in the garden. Stay green, everybody.